Hey guys, I hope everyone is doing absolutely amazing. I just got my new phone and I'm recording on it. I'm trying to do this in a different format, so I'm not sure where I'm looking, so if it seems strange, it is. So let's see what the collective needs to know today. Tarot reading for the collective, about your person, could be twin flame. And we'll see what we get. Okay. We have the fault line, the empty room. The siren. Ooh, someone feels like you are calling them in. And they also see your worth with the gem. But the fault line, something has been fractured here. And the empty room, someone is disassociating big time, is what I'm getting off of these cards. I'm going to put my glasses on and we're going to read a little bit about them. But before we do, I am going to get a couple of these and then some situational cards to figure out how they're really feeling. How's your person, divine masculine, divine feminine, whoever you came here for. Could be twin flame, could be soulmate. It just depends. Whatever you are associating with. Don't make it fit if it doesn't. Some readings are for you and others are not. So if you are finding that this does not describe your situation at all, there are almost 200 on YouTube videos. I think I'm really close to 200 videos to choose from, so feel free to pick. And then TikTok, I have quite a few too. So, oh, all right. I don't know if you saw that, but that literally jumped. Oh, guys. For those of you with the fault line coming out, and I know this is in reverse, it's not mirrored, reconciliation, guys. There is a... Dang. This person wants reconciliation. Big time. That literally jumped out of the deck and onto the floor all by itself. Alright, let's see. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What do we need to know about? Do we want to jump? Okay. Anything else from this deck before I move on to another deck? Anything else we need to know from this deck before I move on to another deck? Let's see. Magnetic connection. Okay, there is a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person or this person to you, I'm feeling. With the twin flame, that's a very magnetic connection, and it's not really one that's easily understood. Okay, that one also jumped. Trapped. Okay, I've got to say this. Your person may be feeling trapped, like in this magnetic connection with you. They may not be able to understand it, as I was just saying. Sorry, I'm reaching over to get another bunch of cards that have escaped me. Anyway, so this person may be feeling a bit trapped, either in their mind with the empty room, or in the pull toward this connection with you. They may feel like they can't get away from this connection no matter what they do, and they have tried. This is what I'm feeling, and you know, they're kind of getting to the point where they realize that reconciliation needs to happen because they cannot make it go away. And it's not like they want it to go away. They adore you, from what I am feeling. This person has a that was lovely. A blocked throat chakra, if I have to call it. I mean, I'm having a real struggle getting my words out. Their communication could be weird between the two of you. You could be not in communication right now. But this person, though they feel this magnetic connection, has definitely tried to shut it down, and they probably run every time it gets messy or hard. They don't stick around and talk about it because their throat chakra is blocked. Very. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, what else do we need to know about this connection? What else do we need to know about this connection? What else do we need to know about this connection? Okay, okay. Alright, what a mess. This connection could be messy. Your person could be in a messy situation or predicament. This marrying. Looks like you guys are marrying each other, okay? I gotta put my glasses on, I can't even see. Shared feelings and reflection. Like, you guys reflect each other big time. You guys have probably opened wounds in each other that you both have. What do we have here? But this person, there are delays with this because this person is distracted and sidetracked. Okay, they could have been distracted and sidetracked with a karmic human, or with the trapped. They could be trapped in something right now. They are working on self-growth. They are self-focused right now, and they're soul searching, or soul finding is what it says. Searching, finding. But they've been very elusive, dishonest, deceptive, and there's been trickery in this situation. So again, if this is not sounding like your situation, don't try to make it fit. This person knows darn good and well they need to bring you the truth. You could have at one point been chasing, but this person with this reconciliation card out here, they're going to be in hot pursuit of you. I mean, but this is also talking about toxicity. This could be a very toxic situation, you know. This is funny because this card's talking about pursuit, toxicity, and resilience. Those aren't words that I would typically pair together with chasing at all. But it is what it is, and they will apply to someone in some fashion, so it's, you know. Anything else that I need from this deck? I feel like those are trying to pop off. Intuition and obscurity. Again, with secrets, mysteries. God, I can't read anymore. Concealing. This person is hiding something. And it could be feelings, but with the dishonesty, deception, and trickery, this person screwed you over in some way. And they may feel like to bring you that information is going to be detrimental to this situation. Like, they want the reconciliation, but they're scared to death they're going to lose you forever if they tell you whatever the heck it is that they need to tell you. But you guys, you have an inner knowing already. And you may have very telepathic communication with each other. Like, you guys know this person is thinking, missing, and craving you on the bottom of the deck. They're really going down a rabbit hole today. They could be very well, you know, researching soul, see what I'm saying? Throat chakra, communication issues. Also, I think Mercury is in retrograde right now, so there could really be some strong, hard, weird communication issues right now. I'm going to read these to you. I'm going to start, I think, with the empty room, because I'm feeling like the empty room is significant, super significant to this situation. The empty room haunts us all. This person definitely feels haunted by the situation. They feel haunted. The siren. With mermaids, the siren, I mean, mermaids are known to call people into their death. Okay? They're like a magical being. And they call sailors into, you know, whatever. But then we also think of Ariel, I should say, not Ariel. Ariel in Little Mermaid, and she just wanted to be loved. And I'm thinking, you know, this, with the fish symbolism on this, I'm feeling this person's been very wish-washy, in and out, hot and cold. With the empty room, though, it haunts us all. It is the universal and all too frequent feeling of lack. This person wants you. Craving. That's the second one that is talked about, craving. Where in the heck did it go? Oh, right here. Missing you. Craving. This is talking about all too... You guys are in separation. This is a separation reading without question. This person's missing you, craving you, and desiring you. If there was any question that it is a separation reading, there's none anymore. Um, it says, the empty room haunts us all. It is the universal and all too frequent feeling of lack of wanting, of craving to fill ourselves with something, anything. And that goes right along with the dang distracted card. This person could very well be distracting themselves with drugs, alcohol, anything. Work, the gym. I mean, anything can be a distraction. Another human being, sexual energy with multiple, whatever the case. We comfort and fill ourselves with whatever the hell to avoid feeling the feels if we have a closed heart chakra and we are not dealing with our emotions. It says, the empty room, okay, it says, we too often attempt to remedy the discomfort of the empty room by any means necessary, leading us to a culture of more. Ironically, the empty room is filled to the brim with potential, yet we perceive it as not enough. This person does not feel like they are enough for you. This card is a cry for patience, for sitting within the barren walls, for not knowing, for awaiting true vision, 1111 as I look up on the timer, and purpose before attaching to what we should do next. This person, there may be something they're trying to get in order before they come towards you because they don't feel like they're enough. They don't feel like they're adequate or worthy as is. This person has fragmentation of the soul in a big way. In a big way. They are very, very fragmented. This is talking about be with the nothingness, be with the impatience. The empty room has immense power. This person needs to let their mind go quiet and get with themselves and actually feel through the feelings instead of trying to distract themselves. It's time to feel through those feelings, even if it breaks your heart. Not your heart, their heart. They need to break their own heart so that it can come back together whole again. Period. It says the empty room has immense power. Let others wonder what you're doing. If you can settle into the magic of emptiness, you'll soon hear its whispers of wisdom. They need downloads. Spirit is trying to tell them, 12:21 on the clock, you're mirroring. Spirit is trying to tell them that this is absolutely a direction that they need to go in. But they may have been very surface level and gave a crap about what other people thought, think of them, whatever. Even though their feelings are really deep, there could have been differences between you, whatever. And they are failing. They're shutting spirit out. They're shutting God out and saying, I'm not listening. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. The archetype of the empty room is also portrayed as the hungry ghost, always feeding and never satiated. This person could definitely have addiction issues. A day of silence is a surefire way to harness the power of the empty room. When in balance, spaciousness, potential, and possibility. And this person, you probably saw all of the potential that they had in their life, and they would do so much to distract themselves from that potential that they stay stagnant and stay in the same loop, and they're going around and around and around in a karmic loop that they don't know how to get out of. But if they would just get quiet and allow spirit to come in and speak to them and allow the downloads to come in, they would know exactly which direction to go. But they're afraid that it doesn't line up with what they thought they knew, or what they thought they knew they wanted. Oh, here we go. When in dark, addiction, insatiability, more for more's sake. Go deeper. John Cage's 4 feet 33 inches. I think that's what it says, but I'm not positive. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's talking about addiction. But when in balance, there's so much potential and possibility if they would just get out of the addiction. And you know what? I've been in recovery for many years. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And that's the truth. Absolutely can be done. We have the empty room, we have the siren, the fault line. Let me see. Let me see. I mean, this person's life could be a whole shit line. I mean, a shit line? Okay, that's a new word. Storm. A storm. We'll go with that. Imagine walking across a frozen lake that begins to crack before your eyes. No matter how optimistic and brave you might be, panic ensues. You become fearful and tense and long for stable ground. You might have been this person's stability, or they saw that you were a stable individual and they wanted that. But they weren't sure how to get it. And they're so hyper independent that they didn't want someone to come in and assist them with that. They wanted to do it themselves because maybe that was ingrained in them as a child. Or maybe they felt like if it's a masculine, maybe they weren't man enough. You know what I mean? And that's not a gender. That's just the way our male children are raised a lot of the time. Period. That they need to be the provider, and they need to be this, and they need to be that in order to be worth a shit. And that's not true. That's not true. Two people can build something beautiful together. Beautiful together. But it's a matter of allowing it. Such is the energy of the fault line. It's the energy of walking on eggshells, of precarious dynamics, of sensing what is ready to break open into chaos. This person's afraid to let their heart break open because they live in chaos, and peace seems really just weird to them. I know. I used to live in chaos in general. I mean, that was my MO. I wanted chaos. I thrived only when it was a chaotic environment. I did not want peace. And these days, are you kidding me? You're not going to disturb mine. No, thank you. I don't want somebody who's going to be there to disturb my peace. You're going to bring me peace, or you're going to be gone, because I'm good. All the way good. So the chaos isn't for me any longer. At all. You know? And it takes a while to get there, though, because for a while it's boring. Being still is just boring. When you grew up in a chaotic household and you're used to crap happening around you 24/7, it's not feeling normal to you to just sit there and sit with it and meditate and have downloads come in. These things are unfamiliar, big time. This card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that's afoot. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. And that's probably what your person is doing right now. Even if, like, you know, they're posting online like everything's cool, but it's not. They're internally shaky. Really, really, really shaky. The tower's about to fall. That fault line, it's about to crack wide open. There is no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. It's like the tower. It's scorpionic energy. It must be leveled to be brought back into balance and to be brought back up again. It's necessary. Redefining, when in light, redefining reality and breaking open. When in dark, precariousness, pretending, and delusion. Let's see. In Japanese, kintsugi pottery, gold is used to mend cracks. Breaks are thought of as precious rather than something to be hidden. It is possible that something a loved one said caused a crack in your relationship that has never been mended. Revisit it in time. Revisit it. The time to heal is now. This person may have something to bring you, some secrets, some dishonesty, deception, trickery, and it's time to heal that. The gem. Got your ring. The gem. There is infinite names for the gem. It is also known as the jewel, the star, and this is how they see you. The talent, the gift, the gold. One thing is for certain, it is found deep within a substance that is very much unlike it. And this is your person as well. On the exterior, they may seem stoic and cold and whatever, but deep within, this person, and this feels very much like water sign energy, this feels very much like this person is hurting. There's an inner child that cries and is hurting. example, a diamond in the rough. The gem always stands in contrast to its surroundings. You can't find it when you're among comforts and pleasantries. Another thing is this person needs to get out of their comfort zone, is what this gem is saying. The gem requires a descent beneath the surface where there is no definitive map. They're afraid to break it open, that it'll stay that way and it'll never repair itself because there's so much under pressure under the surface. But just like a pearl, it starts with a grain of sand, and pressure is what creates it. And it's beautiful when it comes out. This person's terrified. The longing to touch the true gem within us is so strong that we cannot help but seek out its radiance. Your gem, like your destiny, is unlike any other in the entire world. Keep digging. When in light, unique, shiny, generative, irreplaceable, but when in dark, envy, greed, and grasping. And this person could be envious of you. I mean, on the down, I mean, you know, on the under, they're a little envious maybe of your life and the calm, you know, everything is calm within. In mythology, the diamond is often linked to the daemon, or the inner light that leads us toward our true self, our purpose, and our destiny. The moments of your life that glimmer are clues to where the gem resides. Don't covet the sparkling diamond of another. The gem is like a fingerprint, never to be repeated again. Find yours. And then we have the siren. And I am going to look in the front. The siren, the temptress, the seducer, the femme fatale, and that is you. The siren calls and the world spins. What we thought we wanted pales in comparison. So the person that they thought they were going after, if they chose somebody over you, completely pales in comparison. They are constantly comparing that person to you, and they are not finding what they like. Not at all. They're finding less and less that they like about the person that they may have chosen. If that's your situation. If you don't have third party, that's not your situation. Don't make it fit. We find ourselves lost in a spell of desire and longing, perhaps even lust. Whether the thing calling to us is ultimately good or bad, it is somewhat irrelevant. It's the journey that matters, and the work of the siren is to take us on a deep psychic descent. Following her song, we go down, 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 to a place where lessons are learned and courage must be rallied to find our way back to dry land. Try as we might, resisting the call may not even be an option. Like this, I said, this is a magnetic connection. This person cannot resist the call back to you. Try as we might, resisting the call may not even be an option. Unlike Odysseus, we bind our hands to the mast of our ship. It's likely, though, that falling for her call is the only way we will come to live more fully on the surface. When in light, awaken sensuality, absorption and arousal. When in dark, wickedness, adultery, wreckage, betrayal, and insatiability. There's that addiction piece again. Embodying the siren archetype requires that we explore things that are taboo. And that may be you. If there's differences that this person isn't, you know, thinks people will think some kind of way about, the siren laughs at conventions and constraints. She eats rules. And that may be you. I don't go by rules. I'm good, you know? I've lived by all the rules. Well, not really. I've always been a little bit of a rebellious person, so we're gonna not tell a fib there. Anyway. Other iterations of the siren archetype include the nymph, the mermaid, the fairy. They often come in sets of 3 as a trinity of temptation. So anyways, I feel like ultimately this person wants a reunion, right? they are being drawn to you and called to you, and but they have, oh, here we go, unveiling, coming clean messages, confessions, right underneath what I already pulled. That was the missing you, craving you, and desiring you. They know that they need to bring you this, and I feel like that's what's coming, is a confession. And I hope that helps. Just know that your person is really going through a pivotal change in their life right now, and they may be at the point, like, everybody's in a different place in their lives, but this person really still could be distracted. You know, maybe they're fighting the necessity to go within and really be with that empty room. You know, it just depends. Different people, this is a collective experience. So different people are going to be on different parts of their journey, and some people may start to go into some of these masculines may be at the point where they are going within. They're letting that fault line break open, and they're looking and they're finding that gem. You know, at which point it's going to take some time. And the thing is, the magnetic connection, do expect this person to reach out, you know, and make a confession at some point. I don't feel like this is immediate because this person's got to crack open first. So I would say within the next couple of months, you know, and that's if this person doesn't continue to resist. So each person is different. If you want to know more, contact me for your individual reading, and we can certainly sit with it and see where your person is on their path directly. So if you've made it this far, type contest in the comments, because I'm going to hold a contest for July. I already picked my winners for June. I made a small post about that. So if you will, type contest in if you've made it this far, and I will enter you. You must be a follower to be entered, but if you type that in and you are, I see that you're a follower, your name will go into a hat, and I will be picking names. I don't really do it with a hat, I'm kidding. But anyway, hope that helps. And again, if you want to know more about your personal journey with whoever you're dealing with, I'm happy to do a personal reading for you. Contact me either via DM or email, which is in the body below if you're watching on YouTube, and DM obviously for TikTok or any other platform. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Take care. Bye, guys.